Hey everybody, this is Nerdad. We're back playing Baldur's Gate 3. So today we're going to have a little bit of a shorter stream, but what we are going to be doing is starting to explore some of the Underdark. Some of the priorities that we've got right now in the game are to explore the Underdark. There's going to be a lot of quests that we're going to pick up here in the Underdark, and a good number of fights that we're going to get to, but there is definitely a waypoint that I want to grab before the night is over. Some other stuff that we have as a high priority is to get to this Githyanki Kresh. And before we even get to the Githyanki Kresh, we have this Githyanki Patrol that we're going to be finding first and dealing with. But in the meanwhile, we're going to go ahead and head out of this little storehouse that the Zentarum have set up.
The air's thick with spores. They must thrive in the dark.
Alright, so something's going on. There's some shaky stuff happening. Man, we just don't know what's happening.
More are coming.
That voice.
Look kind
Do
of
you
creepy,
hear it
Gil.
too?
They're coming. They're coming.
Alright then. Tell me I'm not imagining that voice.
Careful. If we can hear it, perhaps it can hear us.
They are coming. You are coming.
It's true. It's true. Super accurate, my guy. Alright, so what our objective here, there's this little plane full of, spoiler alert, explosive mushrooms. So we're going to hold on. We're going to be super careful getting down there, but we actually want to go in this little area right in here. And I can actually see one of the main guys that we need to talk to. But here is the thing. Getting over to that area is not going to be super easy. There's a lot that we need to go across. I guess technically we could do Featherfall and like do some major jumps down there, but I don't want to have to deal with all those mushrooms. But maybe, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe that's the way to go. Maybe that's the way to go. I will say there is some sweet XP to be had in this little area, so I don't want to forego that entirely. But I think we're gonna give it a shot,
Oh, I have the magic
just to
touch.
make things a little bit quick. The first thing I'm going to do, though, is there are these mushrooms down here, and I am totally going to shoot them so that they don't create issues for me. And let's see. Yeah, also known as the Devil's Mushroom for its mind-altering effects. So these guys, if you get in their range, if they explode on you, they have a chance to confuse you or make you go mad or some status effect that is relatively nasty. So we are going to be super careful in dealing with these things. And that is a really long range shot. Hey, and Timisk spores down there. Cool. Yeah, we'll go ahead and grab those as well. We are going to need some of those Timisk spores a little bit later on. I will take off that one and we'll pop on Featherfall. And Featherfall. And here we... Oh, there's still one left down there. Oh, the Timisk spores disappear quickly, I believe. So we're going to go ahead and jump all the way down there.
Never a dull moment.
Yeah, guys, come on. Jump down. And starring, come on, my guy. I don't want everybody trekking through all the mess down there, so we'll see if we can get Astarion to manually jump. There we go. Good boy. All right, so now let me go ahead and shoot this thing. No Timisk spores. All right. We will go ahead and get this dirt piled up. Might have to recast Featherfall. We're taking enough time. Let's see. Ray of Frost, Ice Knife, Oil of Accuracy. Wizard's Bane oil is a really good oil. If I'm going to use any oil, it's probably going to be Wizard's Bane. It Target receives a -3 penalty to spell attack rolls and spell save DC, which is huge, and a disadvantage on saving throws for maintaining concentration for 2 turns. Very, very, very good oil. Whereas, for Oil of Accuracy, I should care, I just don't. I should care, but I just don't. And there's also a heavy chest over here. I'll go and grab that. Since I don't anticipate coming back here in this particular area anytime
Light
soon.
on my feet.
All right. This is the danger zone down here. Because we have all these Timisks, but we also have torch stalks. So what happens is if we get close to these torch stalks, they explode, and the explosion will cause a chain reaction across all of these all these torch stalks, which will also incinerate the Timisks. So we have to be super careful. We're just going to take care of these from a distance by shooting the ever-loving crud out of them.
All's well that ends. Not
All
as
right,
bad as it
here
could have.
we go. Yep, and there we go. There are those. It looks like those. Yeah, it looks like those Timic spores.
Careful. Even the mushrooms can't be trusted.
Oop,
Even the
oop,
mushrooms down here can't be trusted.
Dude, that's what Nerdad just said. Don't be a copycat. Do still have a sprouting Timisk.
Hell of a combination.
Did you guys walk down here? Oh my gosh. Gale, for real, man. For real. Alright, I'm kind of thinking I want to try to get a Timisk spore, but I'm a little nervous to try to do so. So I might not do that. I will take care of this over here, though. And we'll just go ahead. And just because I'm feeling explodey. It's like that. I know. Danger zone. Highway to the danger zone. All right, let's go ahead and we're gonna loot these bodies over here.
Corpses. These creatures did battle with Dwergar.
What? That's crazy. Oh, these night lights are harvestable,
Bet that will fit in my pack.
but you have to have a skill check on that in order to successfully pull it off. And I can't remember what skill it is that we need. But I'm getting super distracted by all of the alchemical reagents over here. Because, you know, it's our first time down in the
Looks abandoned.
first time down here in the Underdark, so you know, why the heck not? Why the heck not? Wouldn't we grab all this stuff? Also take a look over here, see if there's anything worth investigating. And there is not. So okay, we're gonna go back up this ramp here. Oh, and stop. So I think it's nature that I need to harvest that stuff successfully, and I think that because of the because of that enlightened ogre's helmet, I believe that Nerdad is my nature guy. Oh gosh, no, that is freaking Gale +8. Okay.
Excellent choice.
It is an excellent choice, Gale. I totally agree. Yeah, it's nature. All right, cool. So yeah, if you don't succeed the nature check, you simply do not get the reagent from these things. And you also want to make sure you have guidance on. Such a chucklehead.
No rest for the wicked,
All
I
right.
see.
There we go.
Let's explore.
I don't remember what that stuff does for me, so let's go ahead and take a look. Da-da-da. Yeah, nightlight frond. Nightlight, 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 nightlight. Nightlight? Anybody? Anybody? Oh, there we go. All right, let's go ahead and extract these and... Oh, Hearthlight Bomb. Okay, okay. So Hearthlight Bomb's kind of a goofy one. It just creates a little spurt, like a little burst of light off to the side. Not hugely important. Think of it like a flare. All right. Oh, let's not have Gil be the first one here.
No, never mind. With haste.
And we'll go ahead and save real quick. And look, it's a bunch of weird things.
Swallowed by a chorus of turbulent music. Through one creature sing many voices. The harmony of an entire collective.
So what we have here...
Sovereign, he has come. He is here.
The choir fades. A single melody rises above the others, brassy and commanding.
I am sovereign.
You see a vision. Your lifeless body wrapped in fungal tendrils. The sovereign is threatening you.
State your purpose.
So I have tried to figure out what she is saying whenever she casts guidance, and I have no idea. But you think I would know at this point, seeing as how I have cast guidance approximately 537 billion times so far this game. All right, let's see. State your purpose. Focus on your parasite and connect with the sovereign. Tell the truth of the parasite. You only seek safe passage and search for treatment. I am a traveler seeking adventure. Seek understanding. Focus on the sovereign song. And my purpose is private. Let me pass and I will leave you unharmed. These tricks of the mind don't frighten me. I'll kill you! Let's see. We're going to seek some understanding. I did not respec back to Paladin. We absolutely need to do that. What is happening here? So I'll get the waypoint in this little area, and then we jump right on back to camp.
You detect a distinct quiver in every note. These creatures have experienced recent tragedy.
I sense your fear. I've come to aid you.
Fungal roots weave through your mind, seeking your true intent.
Scan away,
Then
punk.
The sovereign drones a new melody, cautious but welcoming.
Descend to me. Let us speak in flesh.
The persistent music coaxes you forward. The sovereign expects you.
So what we have here are the Borg. But if Borg were but if Borg were made out of mushrooms and like apparently on LSD or something. All right, I'm gonna talk to all these guys here in a second. I do want to get that waypoint, and there is a waypoint. Boom, right there. This is actually going to be one of our most convenient waypoints out of this entire game because there are two vendors in this place. One of them is over here, and then there is another one across the way over here. So the fact that we can just do an immediate waypoint jump and end up like, whoa, what in the world? My camera is stuck on a wall. The fact that we can do an immediate waypoint jump and end up like just 10 feet away from... I shouldn't use 10 feet away because, you know, that actually has meaning in D&D. But just a few steps away from one of our main vendors is going to be super useful. Yeah, the Borg. Haven't you watched Star Trek? Come on, this is a nerdy channel. We're supposed to be all nerds here. Borg are from Star Trek. They're like mechanical collective mind and stuff. It's a trope in sci-fi that's done like every 5 minutes, and sure enough, here they do it here in Baldur's Gate 3. Even though it's not super sci-fi, there's actually some surprising there's a surprising amount of sci-fi in Baldur's Gate 3 and in D&D. Well, okay, so no, don't switch back. I get it. But I need to switch back so that I can have a charisma character. I I need a charisma character to be able to talk with everybody. And if we take a look at the character sheets, if you'll notice, we have 8 charisma and 8 charisma and 8 charisma. And just to mix things up, Astarion has a 7 charisma. We need at least one person who can actually talk to people without grunting. And so again, Paladin is just kind of my choice to go about doing things, just because it is kind of main character-ish, like both in the mentality that Paladins have. It's very noble and hero-ish, but at the other side of things, Paladins also have a ton of defense. They are really good at attacking. They have a lot of buff spells, all of which are kind of main character-y-ish. And here the deal is. We do have a couple of other options that we can do for our main character, or at least a character that can talk to people. So we can either do a sorcerer, or we can do a warlock, or we can do a bard. So let me know in chat if you are thinking that I should do either a sorcerer or a bard or a what was the third one I just said? Sorcerer, bard, or warlock. And if we do a warlock, instead of having Nerdad be the face of the party, we would actually have Will in the party. So if we do bard, we would need a frontliner other than Shadowheart, because Shadowheart is not truly a frontliner. She pretends like she's a frontliner, but she's not actually a frontliner. So we would need a frontliner in addition to, well, we'd have to switch out one of our other characters here, either Shadowheart or Gil or Astarion, but not Astarion because Astarion does a ridiculous amount of damage, and I want him in the party. Dang it all. So if bard, we have to rearrange the party. If sorcerer, we would still need a frontliner. We'd have to rearrange the party. If we did a warlock, we'd be pulling Will in, which means we rearrange the party. And so really, if we don't want to rearrange the party, the option is Paladin. Warlock is a great class, but it is a little bit more geared towards damage output as far as the spell casting goes. I know. Sorcerer is a great class. But here's another issue that I have. I really like having Shadowheart in the party. I really like having Gale in the party. Astarion, I don't really care about his personality too much, but I do like his spec. And that's not to say that we couldn't respec somebody to be the equivalent of what Astarion can do. In fact, I could respec into Ranger and go the roguish route. So that's an option. I go into rogue. We kick Astarion out of the party, and we put in like Lae'zel or somebody. Oh no. Still, we'd put in Will, but that still leaves us without a frontliner. Actually, there is a really good sorcerer spec that pretty heavily focuses on fire and burning the ever-loving crap out of absolutely everything around you. So here's my issue. Wizard is such a good control class that I feel like because nothing else can match it, I need Wizard in the party. And with that, it means that I really don't want to have a Bard or a Sorcerer, because that role is already handled better by the Wizard. I could do Bard and have the Bard focused a little bit more heavily on buff spells, and then we could get rid of Shadowheart in the party and then pull in somebody like Lae'zel or Karlach or what have you. So put your suggestions in. Will is a warlock. Here, I'll walk over to Will and talk to him real quick since we're in camp. Let's see, Will, where are you at, my guy? I think he's up here. Yeah. Will is this guy right here. He is the warlock of the party. And I really like warlocks. Warlocks are a fantastically designed class, but they are pretty much damage output. They're not really reliable for any sort of like control spells. But it would be nice. I like Will's character a whole heck of a lot. I like his backstory and where that goes. I think it ties pretty tightly into a lot of what's happening in the story of Baldur's Gate. So Will is definitely a really, really great option. But if we had Will, that means that I would want to replace one of our damage dealers with Will, and that would probably mean Astarion. And I can actually put the doggo in the party eventually, but it's like find familiar. He seems stupid. No, Will's awesome. I like warlocks. I like Will. The combination of the two is really good. So anyway, put your suggestions in party. The options are Paladin with the current party makeup, which is Shadowheart, Astarion, and whoever that guy is, Gale. The next option is go with a Bard, in which case we'd probably drop Shadowheart and add in either Lae'zel or the Barbarian. Next option is we go with Sorcerer and we remove Gale and replace him with, again, Lae'zel or Barbarian. Next option is we replace probably Astarion with Will. So here, I'm gonna type that out in chat. You guys debate. Let me know. I am definitely going to go ahead and respec Nerdad as a paladin at this moment, and then y'all discuss in chat. But here, while I'm typing, let me know in chat what your favorite class is in Dungeons and Dragons. Shadowheart Gale and a option 2 is Bard Nerdad with this would be Gale and Astarion and Lae'zel or Karlach. And option 3 is Sorcerer Nerdad with, and this would be Shadowheart and Astarion. Actually, it'd be like Gale Astarion, since the Sorcerer would be a little bit more focused on damage, and Lae'zel or Karlach. And option 4 is Paladin Nerdad. Well, actually, no, at that point I could have Nerdad be like Fighter or Barbarian Nerdad. Because he wouldn't have to be a paladin, which means that we could commit all kinds of crimes. Here, I'll go ahead and move over to Karlach so you can see who Karlach is. Karlach is big, fiery barbarian woman. This is her down here. Karlach. See, Barbarian Fighter Nerdad, and this would be with Shadowheart and Gale and Will. All right, so those are the options I have got. So let me know in chat which option y'all would prefer to go with. And actually, let's see. We're missing somebody from the usual group. Who are we missing? Oh, Funnystein. Funnystein's usually in. Oh, and Funnystein normally has like all the good suggestions. But in the meanwhile, I'm gonna go ahead and respec over to Paladin. Be a barbarian? Yeah. And honestly, a gold dwarf is a really good option for a barbarian, because barbarian, you just want to you take a lot of damage, but you deal a lot of damage. But because of all the damage that you deal, barbarians are already built in with lots of extra HP. But gold dwarfs already get a whole bunch of extra XP, so it synergizes really, really well with barbarian. But that would mean getting rid of Astarion. And again, I love... Astarion is, like, possibly the highest possible damage dealer that we've got in our party. Will could potentially keep up with him, Especially now that we're at level 5, because at level 5, Will is able to shoot out 2 Eldritch Blasts at a time. And each one of those is going to have a whole bunch of extra damage added on top of it. So lots of damage potential with Will. But man, I do like this sniper thing. So again, in chat, like, let me know the votes, and I'll make the decision. But in the meanwhile, I tell you what. While we are discussing in chat, I'm actually going to go and head back through this little area and take care of enemies and stuff that are in the way. Although actually, I'm going to come in from the top because we're super low, and I actually want to get that high ground bonus. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead. Actually, the very first thing that we're going to do is we're going to talk to that... No, we're not going to talk to that vendor. I was going to say we're going to talk to that vendor, but we don't have anybody with charisma. Option 1. Yeah. I'm kind of leaning towards that as well. Like, one minor disadvantage with going with option 1 is that Paladin Nerdad, I am going to be taking no ability boost whatsoever for his feats. At all. And so that means that he is going to stay at 16 charisma until I get items that'll boost that a little bit. Oh, Funny Stein is here. Okay, cool. Option 1. All right, cool. So yeah, he'll be stuck at 16 charisma the entire game, which isn't as min-maxed as we could possibly go. Because with Will, we would have him boosted all the way up to 20 charisma eventually. And same deal with Bard Nerdad. We would also have Bard Nerdad go all the way up to 20 as well. Same with Sorcerer Nerdad. So Paladin Nerdad is going to have the lowest charisma, but it's still going to be pretty darn good charisma. Anyway, what we're going to do, all this is low territory, and we'd be working our way up the hill. So I'd rather start at the top of the hill to try to get some, some, what do you call that? I don't know what you call that. High ground advantage. Gosh, jeez Louise. So we'll jump back to the interim hideout, and we'll go back here and go back down the elevator to help us out a little bit. So again, while we're debating the party makeup here, and while Nerdad is still a fighter and a super useful one at that, we will go ahead and take care of some of the fights in this area. Or not in this area, but in the Shadow Dark, the Underdark. Oops. See how? Whoa, jeez. Have them climb up everything. It would be kind of cool to do Barbarian Nerdad with Shadowheart and Gale. And whoa, jeez. Oh, hey, look at that! There was a turret mound that we didn't have.
Digging here.
What?
Nothing but dirt.
Bruh.
Nothing.
Why is there nothing in the dirt mound that we just found?
No use digging here.
That's a little odd.
No one back home will ever believe this. Never wanted the easy path.
Oh, we went down. We went down the wrong way. All right, let's have a story and go forward. There's no bridges here, so I don't think he's gonna be able to, blow himself off into a chasm. We could just shoot these. This will be a lot quicker. I take it all back. Again, whoa, geez. Let's not get close to that, guys. Attack. There we go. Ah, jeez. Keep on clicking the wrong dang thing. And that should do it.
I've got a long road ahead.
But what should really do it is Nerdad being in front. Yeah, red herring mound, right? Feel a little gypped. No, not that way. I'm not going the right way at all, dang it. I feel like I went all the way around when I did not have to. Oh, okay, go ahead and get on the elevator. Hey, still gaming at 4 a.m. I need your thoughts on what to do for what to do for party makeup here. All right, so check it out. We have a Minotaur in our way. See if I can move this off to the side as well. Yeah. Poisons and oils, lotions and potions, as some would say. Oh, hey, and a arsonist oil. Arsonist oil is pretty cool. Arsonist oil. Coat your weapon in an oil that transforms the target's fire resistance to fire vulnerability. And then targets that are immune to fire are unaffected. Oh, see, still gaming. I was hoping you'd say 1 to make this an easy choice. Oh, it's still gaming. Are you just saying 4 because you want me to be a Dark Knight? All right. So what we are going to do is we're going to go ahead and move. Oh, jeez. Oh, and here we go. That was kind of close. Oh, actually.
Keeping my head down.
Dude, you're in the way. Dude, you're in the way.
Lies before me.
They are standing really close to those traps. But it is kind of like the Zentarum. Or is the Zentarum. Dang it! Freaking... Alright. So, now that they are in combat, if you guys notice, Gale and Astarion are not in combat. So what I'm going to have them do is stick around here. And they're just going to cast things at a distance. Who's an addict? What are you talking about? Or are you talking about still gaming? Because they're obsessed with Final Fantasy. Yeah, it's true. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to let Nerdad chill out right here and bring the Minotaur to Nerdad, so that way they can be a little bit more in range of Astarion here. I am going to go ahead and move Gale in place as well, because... Again, dang it, I want that sweet, what do you call that? I'm having the hardest time remembering this stupid thing. So that they can have high ground advantage. Jeez. Eventually I'll get it done, you guys, it's okay.
No choice but to keep going.
Alright. And do these Minotaurs have anything? No, they are unarmed. Alright. Yeah, let's just go ahead. 4 damage, oh boy! Not ideal. Not ideal. 3 damage, oh man! Oh, and I didn't switch him over to... doing his melee like you're supposed to do, didn't you? Alright, now, we can switch over to Astarion and start pumping him full of crossbow bolts. Cublorky. Oh, and I should have done Hunter's Mark on this guy. Oh well. It's okay, I guess. 14 damage makes me feel a little bit better about that. And Gale is going to go ahead. I don't want to burn any spell slots for this. These guys have a lot of HP, but it's a pretty straightforward fight. No, they're Minotaurs. Check it out. They're bull people. The devil takes a goat form. All right, and Gale's done, and Astarion's done.
Focus.
And let's see here. Feller of Monsters. Here we go. 8 damage. We're so close. Oh, jeez. So that was weird. He knocked them both down, but then he missed on Shadowheart, and he would have had advantage on that roll. That is super unfortunate. All right, let's go ahead and... Yeah, we'll just take this guy out real quick. Take that guy out real quick. And here we go. Cool. I do like the horse's little thing that they do. That was super accurate to what they were doing there. All right. Here goes the Starian. Oh, and this guy has Reckless Run, so he has advantage. Oh, yeah. Awesome. And one more. Not bad. Not bad.
A rough tempest I will raise.
This is going to be close. We'll see if he can actually pull it off. Yeah. Awesome. Oh, and the explosives took out the netting. That stinks. Oh well. We'll get both these guys out.
And these things have stayed interesting.
Breathe deep.
Nope. All right. And what do we have here? Amulet of the Unworthy. So grants resistance to slashing damage and grants vulnerability to bludgeoning damage. This is a trippy little amulet. I feel like slashing is a good bit more common than bludgeoning damage, but man, it still feels like not a good deal. Not a good deal. So we will not be taking that. Burlap sack. Rogue's morsel. And I feel like I'm running low on containers, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab that burlap sack. I remember last time, for whatever reason, I wanted an extra. Come on! An extra container, and could not find one. Go ahead and throw this thing so I can grab it. I like how it doesn't bounce at all. It's like you're throwing it on a magnet or something.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
Alright, I am going to go ahead and have Astarion drink a couple potions, though, because we have some gross stuff coming up here. Drink. Jeez Louise. And drink. That'll do it. Still good. Yeah, I'm still full up on... What do you call those things? Short rests, so we're pretty good. And we haven't really burned through that many spell slots either. Oh, Nerdad is short a superiority die, which, hey, it's fine.
I'm ready. Whatever it
Shadowheart's
takes.
pretty good on spell slots. Gale's really good on spell slots. Astarion's good on spell slots. All right, cool. So we're still looking pretty good.
And through.
So it is worth noting that most classes get their resources back on long rest. There are some classes like Monk and Fighter and Warlock that restore their resources on short rest, but there is one class that requires neither short rest nor long rest to be hyper effective. And in fact, they don't have any resources that are restored on either a long rest or a short rest, and that is Rogue. As long as you have HP on a rogue, you can just keep going and 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 be still at 100% effectiveness. Kind of fantasize a little bit about doing an all rogue party, because again, I love rogues. Rogues are fantastic. And like maybe having, you know, like each of the rogues be a different subclass or what have you. Yeah, maybe one day. Successful. We'll go ahead and grab these down here. And look, a whole bunch of mysterious skeletons.
Broken bones. Must have fallen.
I wish you could look up and see where they fell from. Ah, good. He's doing really well on those nature checks. Alright, this is the area that we jumped from last time, and for some reason the wooden chest says that, it still needs to be looted.
Let's have a peek inside.
Oh, I thought I grabbed all that. I must not have. See? Really good that we came back down
Mine
here.
for the taking.
Alright, let's switch back
Time
over
to
to
rest.
Dad now.
At the ready.
Stop having Gil loot stuff, dang it.
Might be useful.
Skeleton over here. Hey, scroll of color spray. I think that is actually one that I need. I'll have to check that out later. And this puts us back in the little area with all the mushrooms. And so what we're gonna do here, kind of want to go back up here and take a look at all this stuff around here. So where did it go? Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go back up the hill. And we're gonna head back down to the Selenite outpost just to kind of fill in that map here and get everything all connected and unified. Oh, that's where I was just was. And there's more Night Front? What's it called? Night Light. That's not a very creative name. Come on, you guys. Yeah, he's doing great on those nature checks. That's awesome.
Everything.
And if you guys remember, the Selenite outpost fell to a whole mess of assault by a bunch of drow. And so they are, you'll find here the evidences of all kinds of fight and stuff. So like skeletons and gear and it's a crushed body. Jeez Louise. And it's just like the Wicked Witch from the colorful little people movie. What is that called? With Dorothy, Wizard of Oz. Oh my gosh, you guys. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. You think things would be chill, you know, the day after Thanksgiving, but I don't know. I am fried. Lots of skeletons to grab in this area, and I will remind you guys, like, keep an eye out for things like skeletons because they do not pop up whenever you hit the Alt button, and so you just kind of have to look and see them. And we have a journal over here. Oh, and Jarrus is one of the guys that we were reading about earlier. Read. It always felt vainglorious to think my deeds worthy of a personal journal, but as I watched the drow mass outside our gate, I realized my arrogance is already of a far costlier sort. I see no harm in tipping the scales a little further. Not for me, but for those who followed me down into the dark. They deserve to be remembered. Initiate Norn Remus, lost in the deep tunnels as we fell back from the drow. Initiate Thulk of the Northern Waste, grazed by an arrow and succumbed to poison. Initiate Bree Brecca, who, oh, I like that name, Bree Brecca, who stood against a Drider with only her mason's hammer. And initiates they are, the entire company, for they have seen and suffered too much to be called novices. We've collapsed the tunnel behind and have made ready to open the gate. Perhaps we can carve a path through. And if not, I enclose a list of names. Let the annals show that whatever their end, the cause was the same. One high initiate Jarrus wished to stamp his name in the history of the church. He sought to forge a path through the darkness, not realizing there are some places the light was never meant to touch. He was a fool. And yeah, colorful little people, because in Wizard of Oz, the very first thing that happens after they enter, you know, Technicolor dream world,
What's in here?
are the little people. Oh, Nerdad's encumbered. Got plenty of weight space on that one girl, though. Oh, and we have plenty of camp supplies. Let's get rid of those. Yeah, that's a good hit. Oh, I've gotta look for a hand crossbow +1. We might do that right now, actually. Since we're by the Selenite Outpost, and since the Selenite Outpost... Where'd those get sent? Did I send those to camp? Ah, dang it. Ah. Whoops. Whoops.
What's hiding here?
That might be worth a look.
Oh,
Seems
Rocky
simple
Crevice.
enough.
Oh, this is interesting. This will actually take you somewhere in here, I believe. But I don't have anybody small enough to
Not a chance I'll fit in
go
there.
in through there. Although, actually, here, I'll tell you what. We'll loot these guys. I'm kind of surprised I didn't loot that Minotaur earlier. So what I'm going to do
I'm sure.
is we're going to go over to Gale, and first off, we're going to take off Featherfall, and then we're going to stick on the spell I don't have. Interesting. But I did, and I don't. Disguise Self. No, definitely do not have that. Astarion has it, though. It's really weird. I feel like I have cast Disguise Self a whole bunch during this. So what we're going to do is we're going to disguise self as a masculine gnome. And now Astarion should be small enough to go through this rocky crevice. And ta-da! Astarion is now inside of the Selenite Outpost. Oh, jeez. And he's right by the waypoint. So, kind of cool, like, because. We because. Apparently I got Wizard of Oz, like, stuck subconsciously in the back of my brain. Alright, so, if you had not come through the goblin camp, and you had not already come in through this ladder into the inside of the Selenite Outpost, then you would come up here, and this, like, defense system would still very much be active, and you would die. So you would have to go through the rocky crevice or find an alternative way to get into the Selenite Outpost. But that is one way that you could go to, you know, get yourself in place to shut everything down. But we're going to go ahead and get him back with the party. We're going to go ahead and make him not a gnome. Or not... Is that a gnome? Or a halfling? I think that was a gnome.
Looking ahead. These boots have seen everything.
I know. But hey, that's the power of magic. You just make mass disappear.
No traps, please.
The mass gets converted to energy because there is mass energy equivalence, and it gets uploaded into the weave. Alright. All these skeletons have been grabbed. Oh, not that pile of bones, though. Oh, not that skeleton either. Look at all the items we can pick up. There's a bone there. That's gold right there, y'all. Radiant crystal, we'll grab that. Grab this spear. And we're going to save just in case, because I haven't done that in a little while. So there is going to be one disadvantage to me doing a respec here pretty immediately, and that is that I'm going to lose all the buffs that I have on Nerdad, and Nerdad does have a lot of buffs on him. Oh, there's a journal up there, too. Grab that.
Always room for more.
And as usual, sorting by latest is one of the most useful things in this game. I can't sleep without the moon and stars. As a child, I prayed to them before I ever knew Seluna's name. Is that blasphemy? When I walk the battlements, the only light I see is the glow of their eyes. Out there, waiting. I know the High Initiate is making a plan. He'll get us out of this. Oh, we're making a stand. Moon Maiden fair, lend us your light to guide us home in the dark of night, to keep us on the path of right, ever burning, ever... The last line of the prayer succumbs to blurring as if stained by something wet. So sad. A lot of these, like, readable books are actually pretty horrifically sad. Oh, and there it is. Some more Nightlight? Is that what it's called? Nightlight. Jeez, look at these guys. So I can never remember the name Nightlight because that's such a dumb name.
Let me work my magic.
And Gale, go gather.
Still alive, so that's progress. I'll take that.
And here's another reason that I want to be a paladin, is I want this sword. Dang it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a marker on this little area because I need to come back here whenever I'm a paladin again. Sword in the stone. Go ahead and leave that there. Hey, and more Nightlight. How wonderful. And Gale does still have his guidance, so go ahead. Oh, he failed one. How embarrassing.
Onward.
Alright, should do it for now. We'll go ahead and grab this Viridian crystal. Oh, and there's a helmet over there too. And a vase that we can scan. Get out of the way, Nightlight Frond. I want to see what's in here. Probably nothing. Probably nothing. Alright. So there is a pretty intense fight that happens over in this area. I'm going to hold off on going there. Although maybe it is a good idea to go over there while Nerdad is still a fighter and has a little bit more damage output than what I would consider a paladin to have. Not much more damage output, but a little bit more. Okay. I need to get down there as well. And I'm not sure where I need to go to do that. Oh, I go right here. Oh, but hold off. Okay. I still want to get Temisk spores. So I think I'm going to have Nerdad go down in there and try to grab those Temisk spores. We'll see how that goes. Oh, wait, no. Everybody get out. Just Nerdad. Just Nerdad. Holy crud.
Way to the nearest library.
Get out! Alright.
No one's stopped me yet.
Oh, and he's out. He's out. And see, what did that do? What did that do? Oh. Nothing. It didn't actually explode anything. So yeah, let's go ahead and shoot this thing then. And go, Astarion, go! Good, he saved. Oh my god, come on. Pick up, yeah, come on. Astarion, this is not complicated. Just pick it up. Bro Sky. Why is he not picking that up? I'm very upset right now. Pick up. Oh, because he doesn't have an action to do so. Ruh-roh. Okay, let's try having Shadowheart jump in there, and hopefully she doesn't flip out and start attacking people. Alright, Astarion, back out a little bit. Back out.
There's no time to waste.
Shadowheart goes... Jeez Louise. It's really difficult sometimes to see what is happening. Okay, I'm gonna have her jump in. Oh no! So what is her status effect? She is befuddled, affected entity can't control its actions, and wanders around without direction. Okay, so that's not too terribly bad.
Elminster's not around, so might as well.
She went cray-cray. Alright. Okay, good. He saved. Here we go. Pick up. Dang it. Did I pick those up? Nope, sure didn't. Alright, cool. Cool, I guess. Cool, I suppose. Could have sworn I saw those go off into an inventory or something. But I guess not. All right, that's fine. We'll find Timisk spores a little bit later on anyway. That's fine. It's fine. It's
Wish to
fine.
live in more interesting times. Have to keep going.
I know. It makes you a little intoxicated. Grab some of these chasm
Wish I
creatures.
had a bag of holding.
And we did an autosave for some crazy reason. Alright, alright. So now what we are dealing with is kind of a little mini boss fight here. This isn't too terribly bad, but I did want to come in here from up high. So I'm going to have Astarion move up a little bit. And this is kind of interesting. Like this is dangerous enough, and like it's environmentally dangerous enough that the game automatically put us into turn-based mode
Most excellent.
with the option of getting us the heck out. Yes. Oh no, not you, Gale. Dang it. Shadowheart. Okay. Oh, and they are knocked down, so they are not able to move. All right. So we'll go ahead and in turn. In turn. And this guy is pretty tough. So what we are going to do. So okay, on this, Ray of Frost is not going to help at all. Ray of Frost, I mean, it's a really fantastic cantrip, but this thing jumps a whole heck of a lot. So if I Ray of Frost him, he's just going to jump and cause all sorts of difficulty for me. So we're going to go ahead and have...
Fall by my hand.
We'll have Nerdad just go up and do some wailing on him. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and blow my action surge so that we can continue to wail on him. Ooh, critical miss. Not great. Not great. Alright, and Gale and Astarion are actually out of combat right now. So what I'm going to have them do is sneak forward a bit. And can I reach him at this point? Target outside of normal range, but just barely, it looks like. There we go. Okay, so this guy here. Oh, he's still outside of range, dang. So he does have dark vision, has territorial, that's fine, opportunity attack, but he doesn't have like stuff that will affect him from being blind. So this is really good. So I'm gonna go ahead and have Gale
You shall find me.
cast darkness on this guy. Did that work? Yes, he is blinded. Excellent. I should have actually probably done that before Nerdad. Yeah, he's got a ton of HP. I should have had Nerdad do that, or I should have had Gale do that, blind him before Nerdad went in and started wailing on him. But that's fine. It's fine. And in fact, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and have him shoot. He enters the fight. I'm gonna go ahead and have Hunter's Mark cast on him. And here we go. Oh, and see, he did not get his Dread Ambusher thing. I wonder if he's going to get that next turn, since next turn will technically be his first action?
Nothing important is ever easy.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and intern with Nerdad.
What fools these mortals be.
And we'll intern with Gale. Bulette's thing. Whenever you're fighting this Bulette, make sure... Gosh. Make sure you keep your people as far away from each other as possible, because this guy has a large range, and he will absolutely jump on top of any people that are even remotely close together. And so you can see here, like, he jumped on Astarion and on Shadowheart, and then was able to do an attack on Shadowheart, and Shadowheart went from almost full health to immediately dead. So like we can take a look at the log here. Yeah, jeez. Hit for 31 piercing damage. Crazy. It's crazy. What do we have here? Acid? Yes. Jeez. And she has failed a death saving throw, which really stings. All right.
Let's turn someone inside out.
Oh, and Astarion's in range of this guy, so we can't back away. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, and his concentration was broken, too. Dang it. All right. Frogs from TOTK. I don't understand what any of those words mean, Funny Stein. All right.
Another fight.
Here's what I'm gonna do. And I don't like this. I don't like this at all. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to trigger Shadowheart. Hush. I'm gonna try to trigger an opportunity attack from this thing, so that I can get Astarion to be able to move the heck away from him. Because Astarion right now does have his Dread Ambusher, and I want that. I want him to be able to use that. Although, oh, that's actually interesting. So Astarion... Astarion's is threatened with opportunity attack by this guy, but he is still far enough away that he's not going to have disadvantage on his ranged attacks. Oh, this guy did lose blindness, which really stings. Really stings. So I'm thinking about burning blindness again. But I kind of don't like that. Oh, and I didn't prepare another spell. That's kind of dumb. I should have Tasha's though. Oh, Tasha's isn't going to work on this guy because he's not intelligent enough to have Tasha's. All right. Man, okay, what does Nerdad have that will allow us to get advantage? Nothing. Nothing really. He does have this pushing attack. He's got disarming. Nothing super good, you guys. Nothing super good.
One can't always be a gentleman.
I think I'm just gonna go ahead and burn blindness again, and it's a low chance to hit, but hopefully that works. Yeah. All right. I'll say it again. Blindness is my favorite effect. I'm just gonna go ahead and cast Hunter's Mark again. You know what? I am actually going to do Piercing Shot. I want that little extra damage. Saved against it. That's fine. Actually, I might just take him out right here, right now. Yeah. All right. Cool. Cool. Yeesh.
I'm alive, so that's progress.
Still upset about Shadowheart being taken out, though. Yes. Go ahead. It's that fight. If you don't do it quick, that Bulette will take out so many of your people, and it will do it so quick. Let's see. Blood Guzzler's Garb. When the enemy damages the wearer gains Wrath for 1 turn, and Wrath, you have a +1 bonus to damage with melee weapons. This is actually a pretty good set of armor for barbarians, or Dark Knights for those of you that are interested in Final Fantasy XIV and have drawn comparisons between the two. But if you look closely at it, it kind of looks like you're wearing intestines. It's a little gross. All right. With that, I am going to go ahead and take a short rest. And Shadowheart, yeah, she has burned her Channel Divinity already, which kind of stinks. But we are going to go ahead and do the short rest and get her.
All right. Time to see what new horrors waiting for us.
No time to rest.
Yeah, it's pretty funny still gaming.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
All right, we'll go ahead and loot all this stuff.
Maybe I need more pockets.
You know, it's kind of interesting. Like as a fighter, and I do this when I'm playing a fighter in tabletop D&D as well. Like I never like fighters are so straightforward and they're so simple, and yet I always forget to use my maneuvering stuff, my maneuver stuff. And part of the problem that I have with that is, okay, disarming attack. Well, I look at this and I'm like, oh, well, that's not going to help us with the fight against the Bulette because the Bulette isn't holding anything. And then I look at the pushing and I'm like, well, I don't want to keep the Bulette too far away because, you know, I like him where he is. But here is the deal. Both of these attacks do extra damage, and that's like half of the benefit of doing these maneuvers. You get extra attacks, like you get extra damage. Sometimes you just need to use your maneuvers just for the extra damage. There's nothing wrong with that, and in fact there's a lot right with that. So I have a hard time remembering to do those maneuvers just for the extra damage, and it's embarrassing. Let's see, what am I doing? Oh, I need to get that nightlight. Oh, I need to get guidance first.
Ripe with magic.
All right. Cool.
Very well.
And if you guys notice, this is actually, again, that mushroom field, and we're just a hop, skip, and a large jump away from that mushroom field. So we are pretty much done with this little section right here. We do still have this over here that we need to take care of, and we will take care of that in a second. But it's time to respec back to Paladin. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna head straight up to the sword, or sword if you want to pronounce it phonetically. Where the heck? There we go. So we'll go to the sword in the stone here, and we will have to, just like Thor's hammer, prove our worthiness. And the quickest way to prove our worthiness,
Can't give up now.
by golly, is to respec as a paladin. And I think I asked last time, but we decided we're going to stick with Ancients Paladin. So we'll go ahead and do Ancients Paladin.
One day I'll catch a break.
I do want to keep in mind all of the bonuses that I have. So I've got aid in place. Actually, Astarion does not. Astarion doesn't have a lot of these bonuses either, so it'd be a good time to refresh a lot of that. So we need Longstrider, we need aid, we need warding bond, and speak with animals whenever we reset. The elixir of hill giant strength is one of those. Here, can I actually have somebody put that in chat to help me remember? Because I don't want to have to remember that. So we need aid, we need Longstrider, we need warding bond, we need elixir, and speak with animals.
Fate spins along as it should.
I love as I'm going from camp to
Dost
camp.
thou require a new
That Withers
ally?
is just following me like a creepy little zombie.
Or mayhaps a resurrection instead.
I would like to change my class, Withers.
As thou desire.
Here's another disadvantage to adding Will into the party. It will be a little tight with his feats to get him up to Charisma 20, and one of the best ways to do that is to actually use Anti-Ethel's hair to boost his Charisma up like we did with Astarion for his dexterity. And we already used Anti-Ethel's hair on Astarion. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and stick with Oath of Ancients. And abilities, let's go ahead and clear these out. Strength goes up to 16, Charisma goes up to 16, Constitution goes up to 14, Dex goes to... Actually, Dex can probably stay at 8, and we'll crank up Wisdom to 12. Wisdom, we're going to crank that up to 12 just so that we can get Perception and Insight. Insight happens almost entirely in Conversation, and Nerdad's going to be the one in Conversation, so having a little bit of a boost to Insight is good. All right, let's take a look at these. Yes, we definitely want Insight right there. Athletics is already selected. Intimidation's already selected, and we definitely want Persuasion, so we are good on those. And let's go ahead and level him the heck up. All right, fighting style. I'm kind of tempted to use great weapon fighting because he does have the Sword of Justice right now, but that's not a long-term solution. I do want him with a one-handed weapon in the shield, so... let's see. Deal an additional 2 damage with the weapon. I'm not going to go with that. I'm probably just going to go with defense so for the +1 to AC. Prepare spells we can take care of later. Paladin 3. Nothing too special right there. Paladin 4. And a feat. We're going to go ahead and do Sentinel again. You know what? I am thinking about going with Polearm Master, and Polearms are two-handed. Maybe I should have done Great Weapon Fighting. I think that may have been the correct move. I believe as a Paladin I'm going to get another fighting style eventually. Might have to look at that a little bit later. But Sentinel, regardless, Sentinel is the one I'm going with right now, definitely. And nothing too selecty on this level, but this is the extra attack. All right. Feels good to be back. All right. So what we're going to go ahead and do is I'm going to kick... Let's see, where is Astarion located? Actually, I always wonder that. Withers, I know you can give him gold, but it does have the little sign that he's a vendor.
Spins
So I wonder if
as
it is legit vendor stuff. No, there's
Dost
not.
thou require a
No, I don't need anything, Withers. Hush. You don't sell me stuff. I don't care anymore. Yeah, Astarion's just up here in the little cluster of people. All right. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and have Astarion leave the party. No, actually, I'm just gonna have Shadowheart leave the party.
Shah's blessings upon you.
Oh, I thank you. Journey
If you're
separately. I'm
Fine.
sure. All right. This is kind of nice because he does still have Warding Bond in place, which I didn't expect. He does still have the Elixir in place, which I didn't expect. It's got Speak with Animals still, which again did not expect. But what we need now is Longstrider, and we need Aid. So let's go ahead and get the Cleric in the party first.
This vessel is at thy disposal.
Looking ahead.
and this guy does have some HP missing because he's been sucking up damage from Nerdad. Oh no, can't cast Aid. Oh no. That's a bummer. That's a bummer. All right, fine. We'll go ahead and
Back home, we'll have
get
to
him
leave
out of the
this.
party. We'll get the wizard
This
back in the
vessel is
party.
at thy disposal. Do what thou art.
And this is just for
This
Longstrider.
vessel is at thy disposal.
I've got a long road ahead.
Longstrider. We'll give this to Astarion because Astarion was missing this as well. Because he died. And Nerdad gets out as well. Alright, and now we can get this guy out of the party and get
Wish to live in more interesting
Shadowheart
times.
back in the...
This vessel is at thy disposal. Thou.
Can't believe I've been going all this
Use
time
sorrow's guidance. Did you all
without,
right? Some company
Astarion
wouldn't hurt
having
on the road,
Longstrider.
especially if there's trouble.
Alright, and that should do it. Let me rearrange everybody, and we are back to normal. And we are so back. We're so back. Alright, so let's deal with this sword.
Slender drow blade impales the stone before you, keeping a silent vigil.
Alright, consider what the appropriate ritual might be. I get +4 from the warped headband of intellect. And advantage because I'm a paladin, which is why I wanted to be a paladin before I tried putting, pulling this thing out.
This blade was a warrior's sacrifice to Elis Stray. Blood can only be honored with blood.
And let your embodied oath pour through you. Grip the sword. Prove your worth. Oh, yeah.
It feels like you're warring with 10 people for the blade. But with another hard yank, the weapon slips.
Yeah, deal with that, Thor. Bet Thor couldn't have pulled that blade out. All right. This sword is actually pretty darn cool. In fact, it might be cool enough that I go back to Sword and Shield, but I do like this sword. The Sword of Justice, I mean. So, Phalar Aluve. What this does is, first off, it is a +1 weapon, which is always really nice. It does give you performance +1. I never, ever use performance, because usually when there's a performance check, there's also some other charisma check, and Nerdad, that is the one charisma skill that he does not have proficiency in, is performance. So, on one hand, it's nice to have a +1 to, you know, balance out the fact that he doesn't have proficiency, but on the other hand, I never have to use performance because he is already proficient in intimidation and in persuasion. So, not a big deal. But this melody is really, really slick. So this is an action, and so you can either do sing or shriek, and whenever you sing, all allies that are nearby you have an additional 1d4 to attack rolls, and then all charisma, wisdom, and intelligence saving throws. And again, charisma and intelligence saving throws are really, really rare, but wisdom is incredibly common. So having a 1d4, this is like guidance for these particular saving throws and their attack rolls, which is really, really cool. And then Shriek, all enemies in range have a 1-4 penalty to those same saving throws, and then the affected creature receive an additional 1-4 thunder damage whenever they whenever you hit them and deal damage. So really, really, really effective sword. And then of course it has like the normal sword stuff, so like pommel strike. I do like swords because they do provide you with a bonus action that is a really good bonus action. Actually, Daze is a really potent status effect. It's not the best one, but it's really good. So I'm gonna keep on the Sword of Justice for now, but with the expectation that I will probably switch over to the Phalar Aluve sometime soon. With the Sword of Justice, I have taken a short rest, so I am able to cast Tears Protection again. And I will do so, because that is concentration, but it lasts until long rest. So, alright, cool. With that, we're going to go ahead and head over into this area right here and deal with the fun stuff there. But what I'm going to do in the meantime is cheat a little bit and go to that waypoint. And I should probably heal Shadowheart in some means or form. I'll just go ahead and do Cure Wounds on her.
Take two.
It was not super effective, and I'm kind of bummed by that. Do I need to burn another Cure Wounds or have her drink a potion? I think I'm going to have her drink a potion. I think that's the answer right now. Potion, because I have a ton of potions and may as well use them, right? Okay.
Got to press on.
No one's stopping.
Let's get
another step forward.
this guy in place. All right, crawling out the side of this place. Oh my gosh! Get out! The one that took damage was Shadowheart. Ridiculous. Let's go ahead and shoot this one so I don't accidentally walk into that one too. Goodness gracious. Is there anything to grab up here? I don't see any skeletons or anything anywhere. Alright. If you notice, there's a whole bunch of petrified things in this area. It's just like the White Queen from The Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe. A whole bunch of petrified things in their courtyard. And I like this. This is meant to be like super intimidating. Oh my gosh, it's a spectator. Oh, how are you going to handle dealing with a spectator? But we already murdered the crud out of one a little bit earlier. Oh, he broke concentration on Hunter's Mark. I'm having the worst luck with getting that, oh my gosh. Okay, maybe this is actually going to go not super great. Oh, man. Okay, I kind of don't like the way this is going right now. But. Here's what I'm going to do. I am going to go ahead and toss out a potion of speed. I want to try to end this as quick as possible. Dude, what are you doing? Oh, he is paralyzed. Oh no. Okay, him being paralyzed, I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is just oh, I don't have haste in place right now. Oh no. Well, that stinks. So Astarion is paralyzed for 2 turns. That means I am definitely going to hold off on... Gale, why do you... Oh, because he's in...
On my way.
He's in darkness. Okay, we're going to try to do Tasha's Hideous. Oh, dang it. Oh, man. Okay. Already, this is not going super well. Why can I target him with Firebolt, but not with Tasha's Hideous Laughter? He doesn't need to be in melee range or anything. Okay, I'm just gonna Ray of Frost him, and that should have a decent effect. That's actually a pretty good roll for Ray of Frost. Cool. He is oh my goodness gracious. We might actually be in trouble for this, y'all. Scorching Ray. It's a level 2 spell. I kind of feel like I do need to counterspell this. This is getting a little crazy. Yeah, it's getting a little crazy. So it looks like Shadowheart is on explicit healing duty during all this. I'm gonna switch over to tactical view and take a quick look. Yeah. I think it's also time to do some spells here. Let's see. Spectators are aberrations, I believe. Yeah, aberrations. So nothing he's got is really going to help with the aberration side of things. But what can I do here? Wrathful Smite might be really good. Command is something that has a lot of potential, but I think I'm going to go ahead and do... Yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead and move up here. Dude. Yeah, we'll move right up here. And we'll go ahead and melee. Try to get this guy ensnared. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, cool.
Can't afford to let up.
All right, Shady Heart. Let's get you hopping. Although actually, I should probably burn Mass Healing Word. It doesn't heal for a huge amount, but I might need this at this point. Actually, even better, I should probably do less. Okay, first off, I'm gonna get her a little bit more centralized. And we do Bless. Oh, Starian's out of sight. Dang it. Oh, crud. Oh, dang it. Already do not like how this is going. Spirit Guardians, again, such a good spell, but I don't want to damage any of these side guys right now. That is just not what I am here to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and do Guiding Bolt. I think that's the smartest thing here. We'll do Spiritual Weapon, we'll do Guiding Bolt. Man, maybe Sanctuary, but well, actually, Astarian's in the darkness, so he can't be targeted, so he's kind of safe in that way. So yeah, Guiding Bolt. That's what we'll do. And then we'll have the hammer go out. Apparently into the wall. Alright. That should do it for her turn. Gale's frightened. Fantastic. So here's one of the interesting things. Excuse me. So when you're frightened, you have disadvantage on ability checks, which stinks, and attack rolls, which really stinks. But if I use an ability that does not have an attack roll, but is in fact a save, then I don't really have that much to have to worry about. Oh, but Gale can't move, so he can't really do poison spray. I was getting all excited about that. Could do Fireball, but I want to save my level 3 spell slots for Counterspell because it looks like we're going to be dealing with a whole bunch of Counterspell-y stuff. So, don't really care about Prone too much. Man. Not a whole lot that is going to be really good for me to do here. Could do, yeah, I could try, oh my gosh. Just nothing good to do. Nothing good to do. I'm just going to go ahead and do Mirror Image. Take care of that, and that'll, at very least, offer me some protection. Man, this guy is... I don't like this at all. I need Astarian in place, like, right now. Like, right now. Okay. When did the Spectator get all that damage on him? Dad use a main hand attack on Spectator. I honestly do not remember. I thought he was like 80 HP. The fact that he's at 40 is a welcome change, but man, oh man. All right, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try to daze this guy, which I'm not gonna do. Okay, sounds great. Sleep on Gale. I don't think I want to counterspell that. Okay, Nerdad's turn. Let's see how much we can take out on this guy right now. I might burn a couple of spell slots to use Divine Smite. I think, again, that is going to be my smartest move, except maybe doing Ensnaring Strike again. Because Astarian is coming out of it here in a little bit. Yeah, I think I want to do Ensnaring Strike again. Hopefully this connects, which it should. Ensnared, heck yes. Oh, all that damage must have been from Guiding Bolt. Yeah. Okay. All right. It's gonna provoke. Oh no, that's still Nerdad's turn. I thought I had Shadowheart selected. All right, now you're in big trouble. Because look who came out of the darkness, is no longer paralyzed, and has advantage on you. Yay!
Dust on my tongue. I offer to parlay, and he brings a spectator. Twit. Quite ruined my ambush. Now, you are?
I'm Nerdad. You're welcome for the rescue.
Rescue? Helpless babes are rescued. I allowed you
Oh, he's
to
one of
assist
these
me.
guys.
I am Dawn, third son of House Bartol, first rank evoker, and initiate of Graven Hollows. Oh. Oh, no, my dear dark gods below, no!
A memory shard. A container onto which brief mental impressions are projected and stored for years at a time.
It's a copper mine. So a couple comments. So first off, Copper Mine, that's from a book by Brandon Sanderson called Mistborn. If y'all haven't taken a look at it, Mistborn is a pretty fantastic book series. It's can be a little dry at times, but for the most part, it's really fun. Especially the second Mistborn series, which is kind of like Western X-Men, if that makes any sense, but with a whole bunch of super accurate and super intricate magic stuff. But it is, I know, like, for a little while that fight was not going super good, but we were out damaging the mess that the spectator was causing. And why is the guy blue? This guy is a drow, which is a dark elf. Let's see. It's fading. It seems you've been frozen like that for a while. All right, I'll let you get back to whatever this is. Pretty, I'll take it. It's fading. Seems like you've been frozen like that for a while.
Far longer than I realized. Then my enemies have already found the forge. Which bastard stole my glory? Zargrim? Philro?
What forge?
The adamantine forge? If it had been found, the name would ring throughout the Underdark. Unless... Huh. Ha! The fools must have turned back, or, better yet, died in the search.
Drow are so much fun.
If they had just surrendered their research to me, we might have found the forge together. But no, they hoarded their knowledge, left each of us clinging to scraps. I had the good sense to lock mine away in the shard. And now I can claim the forge alone.
Sounds like you were each as bad as the other. Perhaps we can claim the forge together, split the proceeds. Alone, don't you still need your rival's research?
They knew of the forge's defenses, its operation, true enough. But I know its location. The rest I can figure out with time. Now I am the only one searching. Or almost the only one. You proved your power in freeing me. But I need no more rivals. Try to take this as a compliment, yes?
And then right back into it. Right back into it. But one of the nice things is I do have, this is technically first round of combat, so I get Drand Ambusher right on back. I am going to have to be super, extremely careful, though, because Gale and Astarion are both pretty low on HP. So, what I'm going to do is Gale is going to throw a speed potion, and then we are going to wipe the floor with these guys as quickly as possible. That is not the one I wanted. Where is her bag of potions? If I could spell, there we go. Potion of speed. Gale's turn. Oh, no. I do not want to drink. I want to move that over to Gale.
Unleash me.
And he's going to throw Potion of speed. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have him move up first. Because, you know, it's always super smart to have your entire team, like, all bunched up together. Alright, potion of speed. Here we go. I guess I need to have a Starian move a little bit, too. Don't like wasting that much movement, but it's okay, I guess. Alright, throw. Potion of speed. This should get everybody. Nice. Okay. Now Gale moves a little bit out of the way. And Astarion is up. First off. Ooh, high defense, dang. 60% chance to hit and 80% chance to hit. So we will be going with this one first. Alright. Nice. That's exactly what I wanted. That's exactly what I wanted. And check it out. So Astarion, for killing that guy, and because he has an Exister of Bloodlust, he has 3 actions that he can blow through this whole section here. All right. Yeah, we'll go ahead and miss that shot. And I'll go ahead and do Dread Ambusher on this guy. Yes! Yes! Oh, it always feels good to get those critical hits on Dread Ambusher. So now we can try to get this guy. Nice. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, that's what I thought. But it's okay. It's okay. It's slightly less okay. It's okay. It's okay. See that? 1 potion of speed and Astarion, and the entire thing is just wiped the heck out. Feels good. It feels good.
Let's get going.
All right. We can go and get out of tactical view. All right, so lots of stuff on this guy. So we got this memory shard that he was talking about. There's also this thing called the Icy Helve. This is going to be really, really significant for us. There are 2 other icy pieces that are scattered throughout the Underdark. And actually, I believe that they're scattered... like, he mentioned 2 other associates of his that he was like, did either one of them find the Adamantine Forge first? They are the other 2 people that have the other icy pieces, so it's just a matter of finding them here in the Underdark. So we're going to keep a hold of this piece, and we'll be able to take all 3 of those pieces and combine them to form a weapon, which is pretty great. We also have Blast Pendant. This creates a lightning blast, which, not surprisingly, just a blast of lightning. So let's see, forces the electricity in your veins to strengthen your next lightning spell or cantrip, which is really cool. Your next lightning spell or cantrip deals additional lightning damage equal to your remaining lightning charges. This is a really, really good thing if you are focusing on a lightning charge-based build, which we're not in particular. It might be a good idea, but there are other better pieces of equipment that Gale has that might be a little bit more worth it. It's all right. And then a whole bunch of like other random stuff. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to go ahead and we're going to pass this memory shard over to Gale. And we're going to have Shadowheart cast guidance on him. Because a memory shard is an arcane thing, so we're going to have Gale take a look at it.
The crystal shines only faintly. A memory shard, the wizard had called it.
Gently probe the thoughts within. Total bonus 8 to 11. Unless I roll a 1. That's embarrassing. All right, I'm going to burn inspiration for this. 15, hooray.
The crystal's glow swells, drawing you into its depths. You are transported somewhere deep, loud, and hot as the hells themselves. Within the Underdark's bowels, beyond an ancient stronghold, hovers a giant hammer, waiting to fall. An echoing clang, and you're back to yourself, left only with a firm sense of a place, a grand forge.
Heck yeah. Kinda wish I didn't have to burn inspiration for that, but all right.
And these things have stayed interesting. Something good here, I hope.
All right, we'll finish looting this little area. Spectator, this actually has a really, really cool necklace. Ray of Fear and Wounding Ray. So this necklace allows us to cast Ray of Fear and Wounding Ray once per long rest, which is awesome. So Ray of Fear frightens your target, and again, when they are frightened, they can't move for 1 turn. Oh no, sorry, 2 turns. Dang. Can't move, and then they also have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls. This is really, really good. Frightened is a pretty good status. Again, not my favorite, because my favorite is Blind. But still a really good one. And then there is Wounding Ray. This deals a good amount of necrotic damage, and then it will always do damage. If they save against it, it'll take half damage. And yeah, that's about where that comes from. Yeah. So definitely taking that one.
Don't
and we'll
waste
go
a
ahead and
step.
loot this guy as well. Arrow of Roaring Thunder, that's cool. Other decent loot. And we will come down here. Oh, actually, first we're going to take care of Torchstalk. And we will take care of Torchstalk. And then we'll loot this guy. Oil of Accuracy. Again, I really should use oils more, but I just don't. So I gotta remember if I have a free bonus action on people like Nerdad or Shadowheart, which I do all the time, I may as well use some oils. All right. So with Nerdad, I'm gonna go ahead and do a Channel Oath charge and get people healed up again. And we'll do that instead of burning a short rest. And wait for it. And kapow. Cool. One Channel Oath charge, and we're back to almost full health. We didn't burn
What's
too
next,
many
I wonder?
spells in
Quite
that.
ready for you.
About what I would expect. Actually, we burned a lot of Gale
Keep
spells,
your
so maybe
distance, darling.
that's it. And actually, while I'm thinking of Gale, we need to go ahead and get him with a better assortment of spells. Mirror Image worked out pretty well. Let's go ahead and get Magic Missile back on him. And actually, since he's running low on 2nd level spells and his 3rd level spells, we're going to go ahead and take off Misty Step. We'll take off Mirror Image. We'll leave Blindness so that we can upcast that thing if we want to, but we'll go ahead and get Haste on there. We'll get Sleet Storm on there. That way, that'll give us a wider array of things that we could potentially cast on him. And we did take a short rest, so we can totally bring Bird back. I should have had Bird in place for that fight. Dang it all. All right. Oh, he does have to disguise self. I wonder why I didn't see that before. Could be because I'm old and boomery and blind. So yeah, that works out great. All right. So we'll get Magic Missile back in place. I'm actually going to take off Sleet Storm, and we're going to add on... What are we going to add on? Maybe Ray of Sickness? Color Spray, perhaps? Color Spray would be really good. Again, Color Spray is a blind spell, so I am all about using that when I can. And we're going to go ahead and rearrange things so that level 1s are with level 1s, and level 2s are with level 2s. All right. And level 3s are with level 3s. I know, Bird is back. Hooray!
What to do?
Or, you know, whatever. All right. So we're gonna kind of take a look at the Underdark. There's a limited amount of distance you can move the camera away from, Nerdad. But we are up high, so we can actually get a really good view of what is happening in the Underdark from here. So way up in this direction is that little, the Borg town, way over there. To the west, you can see here there's this gate, and there is actually a big tower inside there. That tower is a pretty fascinating place to check out. So I'm excited about the tower. The tower's a lot of fun to go explore. Down here, there is a Dwargar camp. And it is worth noting, like, down here in the Underdark, there are kind of 3 main races. There are the Dark Elves, or the Drow, which, you know, we just encountered. There are also Dark Dwarves, or the Dwargar. And then there are also Deep Gnomes, which are... And they all have, like, ashen or dark complexions and everything, but we're going to run into basically all 3 while we're down here, and very, very quickly and pretty regularly. Off in the distance again is that susser tree that we're going to need for the masterwork weapon and a couple of other things. So, oh, and down here is a little Dwargar camp that we'll be dealing with once we get a couple of quests from the Myconid colony up in here. All right, but with that, we're going to go ahead and end the stream for tonight. I thank you guys for joining. I really appreciate it, and we will continue exploring the Underdark and looting stuff and selling stuff. I know there is. I didn't say anything about the quality of individuals that these Drow and the Dwargar and the Deep Gnomes are. In fact, we're gonna be dealing with like pretty interesting, like pretty cool and like pretty cool characters in each one of those races. So yeah, with that, we're gonna. Gosh, Lanimus. Easy in the chat, man. Or individual. I apologize. I didn't want to assume. But yeah, we're gonna pick up tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern time, and we'll continue exploring the Underdark. We're gonna head up to the Myconid colony and get a whole bunch of quests there and continue exploring. So thank you guys for joining, and we will catch you next time.